Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Coup World. In today's video, we'll be discussing of a particular issue. Now, this issue is not just peculiar to African nation. I think it's an issue that happened to especially countries that are developing countries and countries that are underdeveloping, but it's mainly common among the African nations. Now, before we talked about the nitty gritty, I want you to like the video, share, and also subscribe if this is the first time you've come across the video or you've been viewing this video, this channel, and you've not subscribed. Click the subscription button beneath the video. Also, click the bell notification so that you'll be the first to be notified when I post other video. Now, the issue we're going to be talking about in today's edition is why is it that in most African country the word coup is common? Now, one of the reasons I could see why coup is common, they call it coup d'etat in the military terminology, is that people are fed up whenever they see a leader or a government that does not have an impact in the life of the citizen. Because the truth about it is that the citizen they hold the power, but African leaders they tend to recognize that only when there is election, and after the election, they will let the people understand that now the power has changed. But on the right sense, the power belongs to the people. Now we're talking about some nations that have experienced coup d'etat in Africa, and I believe that more may still come up because when people are fed up of a system that is not working, they want to revolt. Now, the first nation we're going to talk about is Niger. Now, a coup took place in this country. In fact, it is the most recent coup that has taken place in the continent Africa on the 26th of July 2003. Now, the military announced that they had overthrown the president Mohamed Bazoum by General Abdurrahman Tihani. Now, this is a coup that took place because they felt that the president or the leaders they are not really doing anything meaningful. So because of that, the military have to plot and take over power. Now, African Union, they've been trying to see how they can salvage it, but we still know the stories that is out there. Now, Niger, as at when this thing happened, they were happy. Now, if the people were happy, then I don't see a reason why African Union will want to break a sweat over this. Now, the second one we're going to be talking about is Burkina Faso. 22. Now, mind you, this video is for the purpose of education. It is not to blacklist anybody. It is strictly for the purpose of education. Now, January this coup took place, January 24th, 2022, this coup took place. Now, by September 30th, Damibi was dismissed by Captain Ibrahim Traore. Now, a coup taking place, a two coup taking place in the same year. The first coup took place in January 24th, 2022, and the second coup took place December 30th, 2022. Now, the next nation we're going to talk about is Sudan. Now, in October 25th, 2021 is when the coup took place. General Abdul Fattah overthrown a civilian leader after 30 years of dictatorship. Now, this is something that is common in African nation. You will see one person who want to be a leader for 30 years, 40 years. Come on, what are you looking for? And some, even when they die, they will not transfer the whole thing to their children as if it's now becoming a family affair. No, 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 it's wrong. And these are the reasons why people want to revolt. And as a result of that, coup will tend to take place. Now, the next nation we're going to talk about is Guinea. Now, September 5th, 2021 was when this coup took place. President Alpha Conde was overthrown by Colonel Mahmoudi Dubois. Now, this is Guinea Republic that this thing took place. And these things I'm talking about, you could see that there are things that happened of recent. This is 2021. Another we're going to talk about is Mali. August 18, 2020 was when the coup took place, whereby President Ibrahim Boubacar Keita was overthrown. Now, you could ask yourself, why hold this coup? It is because the people need a change. So, current leaders, African leaders, it is for you to sit up if you know what you're doing is not right. And the next one that also took place in Mali was May 24th, 2021, the following year. Now, you could see that the people, they are agitating. The next one we're going to talk about is Tunisia. Tunisia, July 25th, 2021. Now, they call this self-coup by Kais Saied because he was tired with the regime and he decided to use military idea to see how they can maybe impeach the sitting president, and he came in. The next one we're going to talk about is Zimbabwe. Now, this is a coup that took place 2017 that brought Robert Mugabe 37 years of reign to an end. Now, what is this man looking for in that seat? Ruling for 37 years. And funny enough is that it's not as if these countries, they are countries that run on kingship. You will see them, they'll keep on coming for election at the end of their tenure, and because they've put in strategy to help support their evil plan, they will still be there. But finally, it was overthrown. Even Chad, a coup also took place there in 2021. Now, let's even talk about another country called Nigeria. Now, Nigeria has experienced 8 coups between January 1966 to 1993. Eight coups. Now, the last one is what brought General Sani Abacha into the seat in 1993. And ever since civilian came into power in 1999, they've tended to be experiencing stability as against their coup. But you never can tell. If the people are tired, they may be, but we are not praying for that. Now, the next country we're going to talk about is Burundi. Now, Burundi has experienced 11 separate coups, mostly driven by the tension between the Houthi and the Tutsi community. 11 separate coups in Burundi. Now, the next nation we're going to talk about is Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has experienced 3 coups between 1967 to 1968. Within the space of 1 year, 3 coups took place. Another one also took place in 1971. And between 1992 to 1997, it experienced 5 further coup attempts. Now, some of those countries, if you go to the country, you will discover that it is still nothing to write on about. Yes, they may have experienced some little level of growth, but it is still nothing. That is the reason why most of them, the citizens, are running to countries that have better structure so that they can live a better life for themselves. Now, the next one we're going to talk about, which is not still left out, is going to be the last one, is Ghana, because I don't want the video to be too lengthy. Is Ghana. Now, Ghana has experienced 8 military coups in 2 decades, 20 years. 8 military coups. The first one was in 1966 when Kwame Nkrumah was removed from power. Now, you could see that all this is driving to one problem that is common among the continent Africa. and that is bad leadership. Now, I want you to drop a comment if you think that you are happy with what your leader is doing. Drop a comment, and if you think you are not happy with what your leader is doing, also drop a comment. I would like to read from them. Come on, let's go.